Hey everyone, and welcome back to Rud's Janky Brews. And I got a Millstrosity for you that I made last night, and it is just milling the crap out of people. And we're doing it with Enchantments. We're doing it with this card, Scrabbling Skullcrab. It's a 0/3 with Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, target player mills 2 cards. So every time we play an enchantment, they're going to mill 2 cards. So we got a bunch of enchantments, and the enchantments are basically our removal. We have Unable to Scream. It's a 1 mana enchantment. Aura, that enchanted creature loses all abilities, is a toy artifact creature with base power and toughness 0/2 in addition to its other types. As long as enchanted creature is face down, it can't be turned face up, which that part doesn't matter, but it becoming a 0/2 and just losing all its abilities, basically nerfs the guy. Same thing here with Witness Protection. 1 mana, enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green and white citizen creature with base power and toughness 1/1 named Legitimate Business Person, and it loses all other colors, card types, creature types, and names. So it's a completely different person. It's a it's a business person. Legitimate. We have this card that we haven't really seen much from Foundations, but I was running through some cards and I saw this, Imprisoned in the Moon. Enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. That planeswalker is key because the other enchantments don't get rid of the planeswalkers. They only nerf the guys. This will nerf the planeswalker. It makes enchanted permanent a colorless land with tap, add a colorless, and loses all other card types and abilities. So yeah, this card's super tech. It might need like maybe one more in there, but I mean, I've been running the deck and my win rate's about 62%. But yeah, these 3 games I'm about to show you, I win 3 games in Diamond straight. I'm not commentating on it or anything. You're just watching the gameplay. So if you're here for commentary, that's not going to happen. But if you're here for some good gameplay of how this deck works, then stay tuned. All right. So every time we play these enchantments, right, with this guy out, they're going to mill 2. So a way to get them to mill a little bit more is the water crystal. We have 3 of these in there. So blue spells will be costing 1 less to play, and whenever an opponent would mill a card, they mill that many plus 4. So instead of 2, with this out, they would mill 6 every time we play an enchantment. 6 freaking cards. And then if we have this Deep Muck Desperado out on the field, whenever you commit a crime, each opponent mills 3 cards. This ability triggers only once each turn. Well, this targets opponent, so that's a crime. So if Water Crystal is out, and you have this out, and this out, and it can happen pretty good. You can be like 1, 2, 3, right? Like it's pretty sweet. It's got a nice little curve. So they mill 6 cards with this, but then because you made a crime, they would mill 7 cards with this. Pretty fucking sweet. So that's a lot of cards every turn for just one of these to slam down. And then we have the Veteran Ice Climber. It's a 1/3 vigilant that can't be blocked, and whenever it attacks, up to 1 target player mills a card equal to this creature's power. So this guy is good to at least mill 5 cards when this is out. And if this is out, right, that's so many cards. It's 12 cards just by this guy attacking with this out. And then for other creature removal, if there's just like too much and they're swarming us, because it happens, right? We have Aetherize to bounce them all back when they attack, and then hopefully that gives us enough time to mill them the rest of the way out. And a really good finisher is the River Churn Monument. So for 2, we can play this artifact. It's not an enchantment, but it still works really well. Any number of target players each mill 2 cards. And then Exhaust, there's the key part, for 4, so it's not very much to get all this going. For 4 and tap, any number of target players each mills cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. So if we're like milling them just a couple of times with this, like that's game over. And then we have this Entity Tracker. I just threw it in here because it's a 2/3 with flash, so we can play at the end of their turn, and then whenever we play an enchantment, we are drawing a card. Or if we unlock a room, we're drawing a card to fuel our hands up. So it works pretty good in here. And then on the land base, it's basically, we got 18 islands, Jador, Aristocratic Capital. It comes into play tapped if you just play it normal, but the sorcery part of it, which you could probably play it for 5, target opponent mills half their library rounded down. So if you hit them with this and then you have this out, it's basically over. But yeah, it's just a land, so it's fine. The other thing that we have to worry about is graveyards, and the only thing that I could really find to fit that bill was this land, Pit Offerings. It enters tapped. It's a cave, but when it enters, you exile up to 3 target cards from graveyard, so you don't have to pay anything. And then for whatever color those cards were, this will tap for that color of mana. Otherwise, it's just a colorless. But yeah, this is a Millstrosity. A Millstrosity. It mills. It does really well because the fat backs, right? We got 3, 4, and that's it. That basically, and then 3. So I mean, it won't get around Lightning Strike or Lightning Helix, but it does get around Shock and other 2 damage spells. So it gets around a lot. But yeah, I think you guys should definitely give this deck a try. That's why I'm pitching this out to you. Super fun. If you love Mill, this is for you. If you don't like Mill, well, you're gonna be sad that you might see this on the ladder. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, keep on Janky Brew.